Welcome to the Bible Grace 88 channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. There is a PayPal link if you want to support my work. Thank you. Today we begin the book of Joshua, the successor to Moses. It's a story of conquest, yes, but also of faith, courage, and the enduring covenant between God and his chosen people. Imagine, if you will, the Israelites freed from generations of slavery in Egypt. They're led by Moses, a prophet like no other, across the Red Sea and through the wilderness for 40 long years. Now, Moses is gone. He's climbed Mount Nebo, looked out at the promised land, and breathed his last. The mantle of leadership falls to Joshua, Moses' right-hand man, a warrior, strong and true. He's tasked with leading the Israelites across the Jordan River and into a land already occupied, a land that would need to be fought for inch by inch. This book is the bridge between the wanderings of the Exodus and the settling of the Promised Land. It's a testament to the power of faith, the importance of obedience, and the enduring nature of God's promises. Joshua was no Moses, but he was a strong leader chosen by God. God spoke directly to Joshua just as he had to Moses. He made promises to him and told him to be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. These words, they weren't just for Joshua, mind you, they were for all the Israelites. They were a reminder that God was with them, even in the face of danger and uncertainty. The Israelites, they were a motley bunch, hardened by years of wandering. They were ready for a fight, but they were also a people of faith. They had seen the plagues of Egypt. They had crossed the Red Sea on dry land. They had been fed by manna from heaven. They knew that God was with them. The Jordan River, it was the first obstacle. In flood stage, it would have been a raging torrent. But God had a plan. He told Joshua to have the priests, those who carried the Ark of the Covenant, step into the river. And as soon as their feet touched the water, the river stopped flowing. It was a miracle, plain and simple. The Israelites crossed over on dry ground. Just like with the Red Sea, God had parted the waters for them. This event was more than just a way to get across a river. It was a sign that God was with them, that he would fight for them, and that he would give them victory. Section 4, the fall of Jericho. Walls crumble before faith. Jericho was a mighty fortress. Towering walls, they say. Impregnable, some might have thought. But God, he had a different idea. He told Joshua to have the Israelites march around the city once a day for 6 days. On the 7th day, they were to march around 7 times. Then the priests were to blow their trumpets, and the people were to shout. And that's exactly what they did. And when they shouted, the walls of Jericho came tumbling down. It was a miracle, no doubt, but it was also a lesson that God's power is greater than any obstacle. Section 5. The stumbling block of the city of Ai in Canaan, lessons in obedience. But the Israelites, they weren't perfect, mind you. They were still human. And humans make mistakes. They let their guard down. They thought they could take on the next city, a place called Ai, without God's help. They were wrong. They were defeated, soundly defeated. This defeat shook them to their core. Joshua tore his clothes and fell face down before the Ark of the Covenant. He cried out to God, "Alas, sovereign Lord, why did you ever bring this people across the Jordan to deliver us into the hands of the Amorites to destroy us?" Joshua 7:7. God explained that the Israelites had sinned. One of them, a man named Achan, had taken some of the plunder from Jericho, plunder that was meant for God. This act of disobedience had consequences. The Israelites dealt with Achan and his family and then returned to Ai. This time they followed God's plan, and this time they were victorious. Section 6, conclusion, courage, faith, and the promise of the land. The first 10 chapters of Joshua are full of battles and conquests, but they're also about something more. They're about faith, about courage, about the importance of obedience. They tell us that God is faithful to his promises, even when we are not. These chapters set the stage for the rest of the book. They show us that the Israelites, with God's help, could overcome any obstacle. They could conquer any enemy. They could claim the promised land as their own. Thank you for watching, and may the Creator bless you always.